In a past episode, I showed off some double features. 2 movies on one disc, making a complete package, a complete story. Or maybe 2 discs, 2 fast, 2 DVDs in a single pack that make up a whole with 2 separate inclusions. So that got me thinking, what other possible double packs could I show off? How can you arrange a double pack? What is the benefit of putting 2 movies, 2 pieces of media together? Is it always the deal that it appears to be? I also finished my build of the Technic set for Brian Supra from the first Fast and Furious, the 10-second car. So I'm just going to let this sit here while I talk about double features for a second. It would appear the first iteration of a double feature actually came from the opera. It featured 2 shorter operas, which would typically be hard to stage alone. On December 22nd, 1893, the first 2 opera pairing, the double bill. Colloquially, we call that as Cav and Pog, after the Caviera. Pagliacci, the Pagliacci and the Cavaliera double feature, which started it all. So when it came to the 1930s and cinema started taking off, we saw another iteration of the double feature in the form of cartoons being played before the actual feature, or some sort of live performance, or war footage, as well as world news being played before the film. Later, we had another revival of the double feature when it came to drive-in cinema. You would take your car to a field with a giant screen, and you would connect a little radio wire, tune into the movie's frequency, and you're in for the biggest, most comfortable film experience of your life if you have a good soundtrack. Ooh, baby. That drive-in experience being quite literally what Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez are trying to emulate, replicate, present to you with their Planet Terror and Death Proof combo. So I intend to look through my collection and just look at the double features that I have collected over the many years that I've been purchasing things with the money that I have, that I no longer have. It's gone. It went bye-bye because I bought this because I bought this goddamn Son of Batman and Under the Red Hood combo pack. Now, there's a couple different ways to do double feature in a package. I'm all about the packaging. If you give me a unique sleeve for the plain Blu-rays inside, then I'm a happy girl. A little happier than if it's just the 2 Blu-rays just sort of stuck together, taped together. By all means, these are literally just the regular releases, but given the double feature packet, I feel like I'm getting a good deal for the 2 movies I wanted to see. You have the first movie on Blu-ray just lying around in your warehouses, and you have the second one. People seem to like them both. Why don't you take them, put them together, and then you can just kind of make a paper exterior that kind of connects both of them together. And yes, I do find it kind of silly that it's the boys right there and then the boys again right there. Like, yeah. But that approach definitely seems better than the 2 side split. I don't know what the heck Goosebumps was doing. And technically, this wasn't really a double feature since I got all of these in one pack. But since each disc comes with 2 movies, each one is technically kind of a double feature. You get 2 haunts. You get one on the flopper and one on the embedded. Sometimes you see DVDs with these perforations sticking out, but nothing in the middle, and you're like, huh, I guess they just make one case, and then whoever needs a flopper in the middle gets a flopper in the middle. And I guess the question becomes like, do you put first disc, second disc, or is like the main disc here, and then the supplementary material gets a flopper? This is about protection. You got this shit locked in, so. Or sometimes you get the perforations in the middle, but they decide to stack both discs right on the money slot. Two quality Charlie Sheen experiences for the price of one. I don't know what I paid for it. One disc is just sliding around on top of the other one, getting all sorts of scratched up. Look how yummy that looks. And it's great when it's two movies that are genuinely complementing each other. Each film being a parody of different genres, of different movies. Each film holding its own place in comedy in its own right. Sometimes they're not quite up to snuff. Sometimes I'm here for the main course, and then the supplemental material is just like a bonus. On the Blu-ray, since there's so much space, they said, hey, you boys have to share. We get From Dusk Till Dawn and From Dusk Till Dawn 2 all on one disc. Sometimes they separate them by menus. Sometimes you have to go into each movie separately. Sometimes it's on just the same menu. I don't recall with this particular Blu-ray, but you know which one I'm clicking on. Have I ever seen From Dusk Till Dawn 2, Texas Blood Money? Shady. That's shaky as best. We all know where the money lies. Rapist Tarantino and killer George Clooney. That is what I'm here for. And I question, should I have bought in just the first one? But I'm like, fuck. They're gonna throw in the second one. I might as well get that one too. Oh no, Hard Shots is on the loose. It is rogue. This is what happens when you don't have a dedicated slot for it to live. One of my absolute favorite things about Walmart is every now and again, they'll take the same DVD that they've been selling for $5 and then they'll reprint a sleeve with some sort of theming on it. And this was during a particular collection a couple of years ago, and I just want you to look at it and try to understand, try to think about what the collection is. What are they trying to tie Ghost Rider to? They don't tell you what this September 18th promo was about. This is a Venom cover. Hold on, I got a second one. This isn't a double feature, but I had to grab this sleeve purely for how awfully they just slap Venom goop onto the cover of Triple X. It's the same Triple X disc that's been out since 2004, but now the sleeve has Venom on it. And now I have Ghost Rider 1 and 2 with goop on it. And honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. Some double features just make sense. Sometimes it makes sense just to put season 1 and season 2 together. That's not a movie, that's not two movies, but it's 2 seasons. And it's like the first 2 seasons of a show with like 30 seasons. You think I'm gonna buy 30 separate seasons of It's Always Sunny? No, I just want 1 and 2 in a collection. I appreciate that. Or the subliminal work of Michel Bay and his films Transformers and Transformers Dark of the Revenge of the Fallen. 2-movie mega collection. This caught my eye at Fry's when I was a young kid trying to buy high quality movies in the newest Blu-ray form. And I really enjoy this shiny exterior that they gave these 2 movies. Look, they even put 2 fake spines where the real spine would go. But you get the movies from the top, baby. Which comes with the 2-disc special edition of the original Transformers. Plus a 2-disc special edition, A Revenge of the Fallen. How much goodies do you get in here? The battle for Earth continues in this action-packed blockbuster from Michelle Bay and executive producer Stefan Spielberg. When college-bound Sam Witwicky learns truth about ancient origins of Transformers, he must accept his destiny and join Optimus Prime and Bumblebee in their epic battle against Decepticons, who have returned stronger than ever with a plan to destroy the world. Yeah, there's a whole second disc in here with the human factor, exacting revenge of the fallen. There's a whole second disc just to tell you how badly they stumbled this one. I hate these things, these little anti-stealing measure. That annoying. I used to go through every single one of my CDs, all of my discs, and I would tear that off. What is this? What is this? Activate Optimus Prime for the ultimate interactive 3D experience. How do I activate him? Gotta aim your webcam at this Blu-ray package to unlock an exclusive augmented reality experience that puts you directly in action with Optimus Prime. Oh, it's like the Universal Studios ride. What do you mean I just show this to my webcam? Show me. Take me to the experience. Take me to the experience, please. And then you can take that idea and then you can double it to an even specialer edition with even more parts, classic film, and disappointing follow-up. In this Ghostbusters, what is it, like 40 years, 50 years? How old is this movie? Remastered in 4K, maximum picture enhanced color. That's what I'm looking for in my movies. I don't want to see the grain. I don't want to see the sweat or the dirt. I want this brought down to my grubby little 1080p eyes. I can appreciate the colors that they intended. 30 years of ghost bustin'. Oh, they gave me a personal note. It's a personal note from Mr. Reitman himself. I'm so thankful for that. Got the 2 discs in there. They got equal part holders. These ones are kind of annoying because it's a little tricky to take out the second disc without taking out the first one. But I like that they're all thematic. They're all shiny. They all go with the theming of the exterior. We also get a little book in here. Much like other special editions I enjoy, this one comes with an art book with behind the scenes and little extras that you can read about that you normally don't get with a disc, and you typically don't get it in a way that it fits in with thing that you're trying to freaking watch. Have I ever cracked open Ghostbusters 2 since owning this? Probably not. Have I popped the Ghostbusters 1 disc in, really? I don't know. It's usually playing, it's streaming. If the 2 movies you're pairing are not part of the same series, then it may be more appropriate to pair them by the same director. Get 2 mediocre sci-fi films from your favorite trans sister directors. Low-key though, Jupiter Ascending is a really beautiful film and the action is fine in it. The performances are fun enough. I kind of overlook everything because the spectacle is there. Cloud Atlas, I don't have 3 hours of my life, right? 172 minutes high, yo. This is probably my preferred method. You just have them side by side from disc to disc. When I close it, they 69 and they say, "Mwah, I love you." Now, if you're not into that shit, then maybe you like some manly directing, to which I then present you the Avatar Titanic 2 epic James Cameron films 3D Ultimate Experience double collection. Yes, it is a regional disc because this was the only 3D pack of these 2 movies that I could find. But don't worry, If you don't got 3D TV, they also give you the DVD just in case. They're like, hey, you can't be bothered to watch in Blu-ray? Well, at least you got a DVD to satisfy your grubby little hands. Why is this so big? Why did I need a fat one? It really shows you which one they favor when they give the extras. Oh my god. See, this is why I don't like the middles. Look at this. This is a nightmare. This is an absolute nightmare for my Titanic Blu-rays. I just want you guys to know out there, these are not for rental. Do not ask me. Do not come here saying, hey, Grace, can I borrow your Titanic Blu-ray? I'm going to say no. Nay, nada. Got the 3D disc, got the second 3D disc. Oh, they have to split it into two. That's incredible. God damn it, my nightmare. Feature film, then special features. So you can fit the full film of the Titanic on Blu-ray on one disc, but when it comes to the 3D version, you need two discs. But why? All right, now we've come to my favorite category of double features, and that's two movies that kind of sound like they go together, but don't really when you think about it. Now, I've already talked about Demolition Man and Over the Top, and sure, both of them feature Stallone, but we both know that Wesley Snipes deserves the special spotlight over the Stallone man. Should have done Demolition Man and To Wong Foo. In the same vein, maybe even by the same company, we got Hugo, a Martin Scorsese children's film, and then Willy Wonka, two discs, Willy Wonka the movie, not the show, or the song, or the album. And you got Hugo, an underrated Scorsese film. I don't know, the tone of them's a little different. I feel like Hugo should be for slightly older audiences, where Willy Wonka, that shit should be scaring and hurting children from the moment they're born. Speaking of which, American History-ettes and A History of Violence. American History-ettes being the film about a neo-Nazi trying to reform himself, and The History of Violence about a previously violent person who is also trying to reform themselves, by two different directors, made about 10 years apart, both kind of hard watches. I guess they go together. Don't get me wrong, those are two movies that are just like, this one I got duped on. Not duped on, I just don't care. I haven't watched either of these. I like Jeff Daniels, like Jesse Eisenberg. I heard both these films are fine. I heard they're okay. Listen, it was $2 at a Fry's that was going out of business. So I see two films for a reasonable price and I jump on it. I'm not gonna deny Jeff Daniels my money. Along with movie double features, I think it's also important to talk about video game double features. A combo pack. Black Blops 1, Black Blops 2, not a bad deal. Xbox was great for this. You know, you think you're gonna get Halo 3, bada boom, you get Fable 2 as well. Did my copy of Halo 3 come scratched and I was unable to play it? Maybe. This one I don't know about. Love Chronicles of Riddick, love Escape from Butcher's Bay. This is why I bought this, but it feels weird that it's not really advertised as a split double feature. It's just like, get this Riddick game, and yes, we also have the one that you actually want to play, the one that you heard of. This is the one that you know. Oh my god, every 360 game came with like a full booklet. Look at this. I miss it. There used to be pageantry in these things. Now, double feature I don't appreciate is when I think I'm getting a collection and then turns out that one is a download. Well, why did I buy it? What was the purpose of buying the freaking double pack? What was the purpose? Just give me 2 cartridges if it's gonna be a download. I trusted you to give me 2 games. I did not know that I was gonna have to empty out space on my hard drive to download a full game. If I knew that was going to happen, I would have bought this on the e-store. Sometimes you think, hey, I'm getting a full series. I'm getting the full Borderlands collection. Handsome, I bet it is handsome. It has this fun cover, and it features 2 games, the pre-sequel and the sequel. Why not one? What's wrong with one? Good? Is this considered not playable? Is a handsome collection just a handsome Jack ones? I don't remember. I just think that collection's kind of odd. Like, hey, we're bringing you the games you like, but not the first one, which God of War says the opposite. Come on, bring this to the PS4. You do get a demo, and maybe that counts as a third game, but getting the two first games that were on the PS2 that I personally missed out on, I came back to play the first two. I love those guys, and I'm so thankful that there's these combo packs again with the PSP games as well. Bring that to PS4, you. Let's not forget the GOATs. Technically, this was like a DLC expansion that ended up being its own game. It's like half the length, but it is a fun time and completely worth it. They strip a lot of the more spectacular games. It's kind of fun to play the old blood after the new order. You really have to slow down. There's a different type of stress that is coming from this one than in the new order. It's like the Prey games. I would not recommend Prey without also getting Moonfall. What? The Moon one? Moonraker? Escape from Moonbase Mountain. They complement one another. Just like... Okay, well, maybe the 360 did not hit it out of the park all the time. This is one of the more disappointing packs. One that I have come to again and again to try and play, to try and make progress, to try and learn about Silent Hill, to try and understand what made this series so inspirational. And what I end up with is just like a confused mess that is not optimized for the 360. So... that one is a hard one, and regardless of how much I love video games, I must admit that some of these 2-packs are billed as 2-packs for the sole purpose of extracting your money. So that's kind of upsetting, but that's consumerism, and that's life, folks. That has been Double Features. My name is Grace. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe if you would like to see more videos. Give me a topic of a video you want to see below, and I will make it happen. And I'll catch y'all on the flip side.